Welcome to ModiMakes.
What's good, everybody? My name is Modi. This is ModiMakes, and today we're gonna be taking it kind of easy. Guys, it's Thanksgiving week, and my family and I take Thanksgiving very, very seriously because we are good little American girls and boys. And it's Tuesday already right now, and obviously with Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, I won't be working on Thursday or Friday, so I pretty much only have today and tomorrow to shoot the video, edit it, and get it uploaded. So we're gonna be going with something a little chiller than my usual stuff, something that's gonna take up a little bit less time, but it should be pretty fun. So what are we gonna be doing today? We are gonna be doing the Doodle Art Challenge. It's essentially you just make a ton of scribble doodle lines on a page. I'm gonna be using my iPad with Procreate today. And then you see what those lines show you, and you make a character or a creature or whatever you want out of those lines. I'll probably be going for a character and doing it, slightly in my blue meanie style like I've done before. And we'll just see what we can make, and hopefully it's gonna be something good. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, let me just adjust this camera real quick so you guys can see me mug while I'm working on this piece. Sorry about the angle and the lighting a little bit. I had to pull out kind of a janky setup to get this all to work properly. I'm still trying to figure out how to center myself correctly. There we go. All right, so being that this is a sketching challenge, I'm gonna also kind of be showing you guys, I don't know, I guess a little bit of my sketching process, even though this isn't how I normally do it. I might do this sometimes when I'm trying to get over creative block, or I feel like I am not coming up with anything that is of my usual par in terms of my quality of art. But I will be using some of the things that I use when I do my sketches, such as the Little Pine brush on Procreate, because it's got a nice kind of toothy texture that's a lot like, drawing in pencil or what have you. And we're just gonna start off by making a bunch of scribbles. So let's get into that, shall we? Oh, it's too big. Smaller. Get some nice round shapes in there, then cut it across. Alright, we'll try out something like that, see how it goes. So set up a new layer, make that opacity full, switch over to black for that nice clean line work, and we'll make this a little bit bigger, just to, I don't know, I like my lines to be a little bit thicker for my line work. So let's see what we can find in here. I'm kind of seeing this strange creature-like formation popping out right here. So I'm gonna start following those lines. Man, it's always really tough for me to get my line work to be clean when I can't move the canvas and everything around, like zoom in and zoom out and spin the canvas. I'm not doing it because I want the video to come out clean for you guys when I have to speed up certain parts and whatnot, and I don't want it to just be the canvas flying around everywhere. But normally when I'm doing my sketches and stuff like this, I'm just moving it every which way to get the perfect angle for me to get my line work as clean as possible. When I watch shows like Drawfee and stuff where they are just on their Cintiq with it in one spot and making these character designs really quickly, I'm always just super impressed because I have a hard time with that. I assume, and I'm just going to hope that it's just practice. I'm not sure what strange abomination of a creature this is going to be, but it just happens to be what I'm seeing right now. I always think this exercise is really interesting because everyone sees these different things in the line work, and there might be something that you feel like is really obvious that I'm not seeing right now, and you're like, why aren't you going for that? Yeah, I got this sweet Cyclops vibe going on here. I always love drawing me a Cyclops. It just somehow makes it inherently more interesting when it's a Cyclops. This looks like some weird cross between like a cow, a pig, and some deep sea fish all put together. I'm really not sure about how good this is, but we're going with it. All right, I think we're gonna grab this starting shape that we've done here. So we're gonna get rid of the line work underneath it. And I'm gonna move this guy down so he's more center in the canvas and not touching the top there, because that's gonna bug me a little bit. And we're going to try to turn this into something interesting. So actually I'm also going to shrink it a little bit here. Make it about yay big-ish. And let's see what we can do, shall we? There's one thing I have learned though, it's that you can make everything look good. It's just a matter of whether or not you get lucky enough to. Make this into an ear right quick, because as we know, all of my drawings need to have an ear where I can put an earring on. That's just part of the deal. Do a classic exposed brain thing here. I've done that many, many times in my pieces. Not a big fan of this mouth area now, but we're kind of stuck in it at this point. I think he also needs good old septum piercing. This guy looks like he would rock a septum piercing. And that looks like it lines up well to be some sort of ear hole-ish thing. Yeah, and that kind of works, because then it looks like the hat's wrapping around, even though it's way too low and would be covering the eye, but the ear's coming up above the brim of the hat there, which is how it do. Now I gotta figure out, what am I gonna do with the body? Let's see if there's any more of those sketch lines that now with the new placement could help me out with it. I kind of doubt it though. You know, maybe something roughly like this. Oh, I can kind of see something here. Okay. If I do that, with it coming across this way, that can be like a sort of arm coming across, and then these two M shapes here can be like he's holding his knees in like a cannonball or like a fetal position sort of thing. Classic collared and button jacket, as you do. All right, get rid of this again. Now we got sort of a roadmap to go on here. Maybe he's a fancy lad. He has some fancy boots on. There we go. Something like that. Something like the hustler kind of wears. And we gotta give him some classic blue meanie hands, elongated fingers, whatnot. The classics, you know. This is not what it looks like right now yet. I swear it's gonna change. Don't demonetize me, even though you can't YouTube. It's actually an okay symbol. Yeah, I'm okay. We're not doing horrible things here. Somehow I've got to complete this neck here, and I really don't know what that's supposed to be doing. I guess it's something like that. It works. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. It's still pretty weird and out there, but that's not necessarily unheard of for the stuff that I make, so. And I think you should have, like, his other arm be up, being like, get out of here. Always gotta, like, hold up my hands to figure out how that should even remotely look. Even though I don't make them realistic, it still helps me out a ton to do that. And this hand's gonna need to have a ring on it, obviously. There's just no other choice. This is like some really strange guide you would find in some big open world one-player video game about like fantasy stuff. To cross the bridge, you must answer my riddles 3. Yeah, maybe Monty Python would want the rights to this character to use for some just a few decades too late. Dang it. Yeah, it actually turned out to be better than I expected I was gonna be able to pull off with what I had started with. Oh, wait, yeah, tail. I think he needs a tail. maybe a heart-shaped devil tail. That's very on brand for me. And that way both his hand and his tail are pointing like that way, bro. For some reason this is giving me really strong like Fable vibes, like the original Fable. Let me know if any of you guys played that game and if you understand why I'm feeling that way, because I don't even really understand either, but it is for some reason. Oh, my pink light was just freaking out there for a second. It was really bugging me. All right, I think we're gonna call that good. Whoa. Very nice, very smooth. All right, I think we're gonna call that good for the line work for right now, and I'm just gonna get into coloring and, you know, fully rendering out this guy, and we'll see how it looks at the end of it all. So let's do that, shall we? Nope. Kind of trippy and cool though. Well, there you have it, my peoples. My doodle drawing challenge is complete. And, you know, I thought it turned out a lot better than I was expecting it to when I first started. I was having a hard time finding something interesting in the shapes to draw. And, you know, I guess there's a certain advantage to the style that I do with how abstracted the characters are and how much line work elements there are that are crossing over each other and tangenting and everything like that. It's a little easier to get away with making something out of scribble lines like that, because they kind of lend themselves to the line work that I use anyways, which might be a little bit of an insult to my line work, but I'm not sure. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the piece down in the comments below, and let me know if you have a name for this character, because I didn't come up with any name for it, and I'm not sure what I would call it. So let me know if you have any ideas for that. Also, let me know if you have any questions about this video or any other videos I've made. I'll be happy to look through all those comments. I'll be choosing a name and pinning that comment if there is any good ones in there, and I'll definitely answer any questions, or I'll be replying to all the comments as I always do. And you know, if you like the video, go ahead and give me a like. I know this one is it's a lot more relaxed than my normal stuff. It's a little bit shorter and everything like that. I will be coming back next week and releasing another video as normal. Hopefully I'll be able to get to working on another pretty solid painting video, because I know that's what y'all are here for. And if you like me, you like the channel, and you want to help support me, then the #1 thing that you can do is to subscribe. I really couldn't thank you enough if you did. It means the world to me. And with all that out of the way, and without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for watching.